Got an iPhone 5S, thinking about upgrading to a 7 Plus? Let's find out how much of an upgrade that is in this video right here. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here from Everything Tech, helping to master your technology, and welcome to iPhone 5S versus iPhone 7 Plus. Now, I know a lot of people probably are not even asking this question, but I want to make this video for those of you out there who are in the market to finally upgrade your iPhone 5S, and you just want to see how much more speed increase you're going to get on the big boy 7 Plus that you're going to go ahead and pick up. So this video is not designed to be a speed test trying to say buy an iPhone 5S over a 7 Plus. This is specifically designed to go ahead and help those out who are actually have a 5S, had it for a long time, and they're finally jumping and upgrading to the 7 Plus. Also, I know a lot of you just like watching iPhone 5S videos, so if you just enjoy iPhone 5S content as well as iPhone 7 content, you just like seeing them compare just for entertainment, that's cool too, but this is for those of you who want to upgrade. So let's go ahead and boot these devices up at the same time and talk about specs. 3, 2, 1. And actually they're still on, so let me go ahead and turn them both off here. A little bit unprepared there, but let's just talk a little bit about them while they're booting down. So the iPhone 4S is a 4-inch screen, A7 processor, 1 GB of RAM. It's from 2013 and it's held up pretty well. It's about 4 years old now. The iPhone 7 Plus is Apple's latest A10 Fusion quad-core CPU, 3 GB of RAM, 5.5-inch Full HD smartphone. So let's go ahead and boot these babies up at the same time in 3, 2, let's go. And the main feature that the iPhone 7 Plus is going to bring over the 5S, the 6, the 6S, the prior iPhones, is that it's going to bring the capacitive touch key here on the fingerprint scanner, as well as water resistant and a dual camera here that only comes on the Plus model. So you do get quite a bit of nice features included here for the iPhone 7 Plus, and you do get multiple new colors, and the 7 Plus is already in while we were talking, while we're still waiting on the 5S. Now, of course, the iPhone 7 Plus is going to smoke it to the home screen. It's probably going to smoke the iPhone 5S in most of this video, but I still think it's going to be fun just to see how much it does that. I want to make sure everything is closed out here. First on the iPhone 7 Plus here, let me close everything out. And you can see I had about 1,000,001 applications open here. And let me go into settings here on the iPhone 7 Plus and confirm the version iOS 10.2.1, which both of these devices are being tested on. So you've seen that the iPhone 5S took quite a bit of time there to boot up, but if I go down here, you can see if I get into, let me see here, iOS 10.2.1 14D27 there for the iPhone 7 Plus. Now if I go over in the iPhone 5S, this is also running, let me get in the settings here and make sure that we can go into general. So about section here, and you can see iOS 10.2.1 14D27. So same iOS version on a 4-year-old smartphone. Isn't that something? A device this old is still rocking out with the latest iOS version. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the applications here on the iPhone 5S, and we're gonna go ahead and begin this test here on both of these devices. So like I say, iPhone 5S does have a dual core CPU. It's clocked in at 1.3 gigahertz A7, and this is 64-bit here as well, quad core, but it only runs on 2 cores for lighter tasks like we're going to show in this video. And let's just see how it goes. So let's begin with calculator in 3, 2, let's go. And you can see that was pretty close, surprisingly. So I think light tasks, the iPhone 5S is still going to keep up quite well with the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's go home here. And you can see the iPhone 7 Plus definitely went home faster. Let's go into camera. And you can see the 7 Plus rocket to the camera, just destroyed the 5S there. What about taking pictures though? So I had the flash on the 7 Plus. So let's do that again. That's not fair. Let me turn the flash off here. And let's do this now. So surprisingly, the iPhone 5S still takes snaps pretty quickly. 7 Plus is definitely a little bit quicker, but the 5S still takes snaps pretty quickly, honestly. Let's go into weather on both. And you can see rocketing ahead of the 5S there as expected. Let's go home here. Now it does go home a lot quicker because this is a touch button, but the only downsides to this touch button is that you cannot put your nails in it and it's not going to work. You cannot use gloves, it's not going to work, whereas the 5S will work because it's a physical press. However, I do enjoy this a little bit more. It feels a little high-techy, and this starts to feel a little bit old after you start using this capacitive button. So let's go into the settings on both devices, and you could see iPhone 7 Plus way ahead there. Let's go home here. Missed that tap over there on the 7 Plus. Let's go into clock. And you can see 7 Plus a rocket again. Let's come home. Let's go into the App Store on both devices. Have not updated my apps on the 5S in a while. I got 32 app updates. So let's go into phone on both devices here. And you can see the 7 Plus definitely ahead, but is that so much ahead that you cannot use an iPhone 5S? Absolutely not. Let's go home here. And let's go into Twitter. And you could see Twitter ahead there first on the iPhone 7 Plus and now on the 5S. But like I say, it's about 2 seconds slower. That makes up quite a bit of time in the real world. When you actually start using the device for multitasking day to day, that does take up quite a bit of time. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds added up. That can be like 10-second delay, and that can make you miss your Uber ride. So that speed is welcome here on the 7 Plus. Let's go into the voice memo application here. And you can see that look like the 7 Plus. Let's go home. And like I'm saying though, the 5S is still performing pretty well here, but this is for those of you who want to upgrade, and you're seeing that you're going to get a solid performance increase here on your iPhone 7 or your 7 Plus. Let's go into Instagram here. And you see right here, let me go home. You can see the 7 Plus was way ahead, but still, I mean, the iPhone 5S performing functionally well, meaning that it still will function. And you guys can go ahead and follow me over here at _Nick_Ackerman. Instagram link is down below in the description, where I post videos, Instagram stories, and all kinds of everything and anything tech that comes to mind related to the channel. I post it all here on my Instagram page. Check it out. Let's come home here, and you can see 7 Plus home again. Let's go to YouTube, and let's go over here into library. Let's go into my videos, and you can see 7 Plus like milliseconds ahead there. Let's go into my latest video. 7 Plus.
If you're self-employed, you're probably...
So yeah, 7 Plus is winning pretty much every test here. I haven't seen the 5S win any yet so far. Let's go into eBay. But I wouldn't expect that, but I'm just trying to show you the level of performance increase you're going to get if you decide to upgrade in this video. That is really the purpose of this video right here. So the 7 Plus smokes it again on eBay. Let's go into Amazon. Now you got to decide for yourself if spending $1,000 on a phone is worth that much of an upgrade, or if you just want to wait for the total redesign of the iPhone 8 if you've been holding out with your 5S. So you can see that was a huge speed increase there over the 5S on Amazon. Let's go into Safari, and let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and close these two out, and let's go into the Plus, and let's go into Yahoo. So you can see just doing basic stuff here on the 5S still functions quite well. Where you're really going to notice the performance increase in the 7 Plus is when you get into multitasking, when you start doing a lot of gaming, when you start doing a lot of heavy things, the 7 Plus will just leave the 5S in the dust. Let's go to Go here. And you can see the iPhone 5S surprisingly won that one. Let me know if I missed that, but I think the 5S won that one. Let's go into CNET, but this could be based on Wi-Fi connection. They are connected to the same network, but sometimes it's a little spotty. Let's hit go. And you can see 7 Plus jumps ahead on that one. Now in terms of the scrolling through Safari, it actually got a bit better here on the newer devices. It's smoother on the A10 than on the A7. Really smooth still here on the A7. You could still have a great browsing experience here on the iPhone 5S. You can see that's really buttery smooth here. Not a lot of chop, but it does take some time to load heavier web pages on the 5S than it will over here on the 7 Plus. But Safari, highly optimized for both devices here. So let's go home. And let's go into speed test. We're not going to run a speed test here, but I just want to open the app. You can see way ahead here on the 7 Plus and now the 5S. Let's go into health. And you can see 7 Plus and then the 5S. And let's go into calendar. And you can see about the same there, honestly. Let's come home. Let's go into Best Buy. and you can see 7 Plus and now the 5S. Now you got to decide for yourself if this is going to be a worthy upgrade and if you should upgrade, if this speed increase is enough for you guys to, you know, jump ship just for the speed. But I don't think that's the reason why you would want to come from a 5S to a 7 Plus. It wouldn't be only the speed. There's a lot of other subtle upgrades that are, you know, much better over the 5S. But if we're seeing in multitasking, both old applications in the background pretty well. The 5S had to reload that weather application. But let's go into Safari here, and about the same there. So in terms of general everyday tasking, both of these devices still run very well. Well, that one still runs. This one just came out. Of course this one runs well. But, you know, going through the general UI, you're not really going to notice a difference on the 7 Plus. Where you're going to notice a difference is you've seen that little hang there on Spotlight Search. The 7 Plus just feels snappier and just buttery smooth all around. It feels like it never has any chop or any lag, and it feels so reliable. Like you don't have to worry about any performance delays at all. Whereas with the 5S, I don't expect it to be a blazer all the time, but it does perform reliably well, especially for being a 4-year-old phone here now. But the advantages you're going to really get if you decide to go for this upgrade is you're going to get a way better camera than the 5S. I mean, this camera is night and day better. It just makes the iPhone 5S look bad. Honestly, it really is a phenomenal camera here. And the front camera here on the iPhone 7 Plus is a massive upgrade over the front camera here on the 5S. It's like a 1.2 megapixel. This is a 7 megapixel, shoots in at 1080p, and it does do Retina flash live photos as well here. And this has water resistance as well. Now, there's probably 1 to 2 advantages that the 5S, I think, has over the 7 Plus, but I would never recommend you to update from the 5S, and that would be the 3.5 millimeter headset jack, as well as the price. I mean, pretty much anyone could get their hands on a 5S now, and it's still a very functional phone, but I wouldn't probably recommend using this for more than a year or so, because it really is outdated already. Well, it's not quite outdated yet, but it's going to be outdated within a year or two. I would say by 2018, 2019, it's going to be a little bit outdated. And yeah, but overall, let's go into the multitasking one more time, and you can see not bad there. Now, if you guys want to see a further test, like a gaming test between the 5S and the 7 Plus, I'm not sure why you would. Just let me know that down below, because I can show you how much faster a 7 Plus is in gaming over a 5S if you're deciding to do this upgrade. But I just want to do this quick speed test, quick little video to show you why you should upgrade to a 7 Plus over a 5S. If you guys enjoyed this content, do me a favor, click the like button for me, subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. This was Nick here helping to master your technology. Be sure to have a great day. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday. Be sure to be well, and peace.